Let's talk about sugar. In the world, we have lots of different types of sugar. There's basically sucrose, which is the white processed sugar that we get. And it is also known as dextrose because it revolves to the right. It has a chemical identity to the right. Fructose, or fruit sugar, the natural occurring type of sugar in most of our fruits, is known as levulose because it revolves to the left. Now we will find that excess of the white sugar, this dextrose, is actually too pure of a food. It will get into the cells with the help of insulin, too quick, too fast, creating a cascade of our blood sugar, hyper, hypo, etc., as we go into hypoglycemia, many other factors, as we hurt the pancreas, because sucrose or dextrose type sugars will cause the pancreas to put out twice as much insulin. This type of white processed sugar will also interfere with our immune system, as that sucrose, dextrose, will cause the white blood cell level in our bodies to decrease. The white blood cells don't like this too pure of a food. Now the fructose, natural type of fruit sugars, the levulose, will have a left spin and it cannot get into the cells so quickly. The cells need right spinning in order to work. This is why the sucrose goes in too quick, whereas the natural fructose seems to have a delay factor as it must stop its left spin and be converted into a glucose so that it will be able to be utilized. This conversion seems to slow down the process and minimize the cascades of hyper and hypoglycemia. So it is very important with our patients that we switch to fructose and look for natural fruit sugars to supply our taste. When our patients will tell us, no, I want white sugar, it really is a form of addiction. If you came off of 3 days in the desert and hadn't eaten, and I said, here's some strawberries, here's some apples, you wouldn't say, no, do you have a candy bar? You say, when you actually are hungry, you're going to take. And if you tasted the natural sugars of strawberries, grapes, peaches, you will see that it is sweeter than the sucrose. But the sucrose sets up a dynamic because it goes in so fast into our blood sugar that we start to become slightly addicted. We want the candy bars. But actually, that's only because we get an initial surge. But after that 15 or 20-minute surge, we get a longer drop. We get a low, and this is called the hypoglycemic factor after the surge. We will see much less of that with fruit sugar, which is why more and more major teams are switching away from the dextrose type of drink that they serve at games to more water with levulose in it. And this is going to make a more stable blood sugar and increase their performance. So we need to work with our patients and with ourselves to switch our diet away from the dominance of sucrose, the white processed nutrient-stripped sugars, and into more nutrient-rich sugars of the natural types of fruits, the unrefined, nutrient-rich, brown type of fructose factors we're going to find in fruits.